Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. I'm going to be showing you how to do aliasing in Windows function. So please note, for the rest of the series on Windows function, I won't be using aliasing. I'll be writing the whole thing. So we get to practice, redo, and learn. But I just thought it's nice for you to know how to alias. So if you're writing a query that has like a bunch of Windows functions that you're doing, you don't have to keep on writing the partition by bits. Yeah. So yeah, before we get into the video, please note this is one of many videos that have come before and to come after. So I'm doing a very long SQL tutorial trying to cover as many concepts under basic SQL, intermediate SQL, and advanced SQL. So if that's something you're interested in, yeah, feel free to stay along for this series. And if you don't have MySQL, if you don't know how to load CSV onto your MySQL environment, the first ever tutorial on this series will help you learn that. So you learn how to load a CSV onto your MySQL environment. And there's a link to a tutorial that helped me download MySQL into my machine, so you can also go and use that. Anyway, guys, let's get into the video. So I really hope you watched the first part of the video, because this is what we did. So I'm just going to copy this. Explain what's going on for anyone, in case there's someone here who hadn't already looked at it. Let me just, we don't need this. So I'm just going to explain what's going on. So here, so we are selecting age, education, balance. Then we want to sum balance over partition by is like group by. So we want to sum the balance. Partition by education is like grouping by education. Then we order by balance. So this is going to be ordered in ascending order, because that's the default for order by. If you wanted it in descending, you need to explicitly state that you want it in descending. So I'm doing the same. I want the average, balance, again, grouping by education, partition by education, ordered by balance, and I want to count how many people they are per education category. So partition by education, order by balance. So let's run this and see what happens. Okay, so as you can see, we have person 49, education category primary. The balance was negative 2604. The cumulative balance as at now is still 2604. Average still 2604. This is person number 1. So if we, as you can see, it's a cumulative balance. So it will be 2604 plus 2102, you get 4726, and it keeps on accumulating. So I just want us to go to a place where it's already positive. It's faster. Okay, so as you can see, this is person 40. Oh, but this would be different because now this is a different category. As you can see, this is count 174, count 1743 for this category. So ideally, hence why this is here, because now it will be easier to explain to you guys, but I'm just giving you guys a brief so that we're on the same page going forward. Yeah. So yeah, as you can see, there are 6,851 people under the category primary. Their total sum is the sum amount for all of them is 8.5 million. The average is 1250. So if you look at the average here, it's just the average for person 60, and anyone who had a balance, of course, equals to 2984 or less. So it's a cumulative thing. Yeah. But now, this is a lot to write. Yeah. So sum balance over partition by education, like that. Yeah. Now imagine if you are even like doing more than 3 Windows functions here. Imagine if you're doing like 6 or 7 of them. Yeah. Imagine writing, and you're writing the same thing. Like a rule of SQL is, if you're rewriting the same thing too many times, there is probably something wrong. there is probably a way you could make it more efficient, and that's what I'm going to show you down below. Okay, so we're going to comment this out. But I need a version of it. And then this one. We're going to uncomment this one. And now what we're going to do is, let's copy this. Remember, they're all the same, yeah? And let's put it here for now. And comment this out. So now what we're going to do, yeah? Instead of having partition by education, order by balance, repeated all the time, we can alias it, meaning we can call it something else. So let's say we call it aggregate window. Remember, guys, you can call it anything, yeah? So I'm going to copy this. And replace it with aggregate windows, same thing. Select this. Replace it with aggregate window. And then what you come and do, it's you've done select age education balance. Here is your windows function replaced by aggregate window. So now we need to define what this aggregate window is. Yeah, so from bank full, where education is equals to primary, and I think we just write window as okay. Let's run that and we see what happens. But okay, so we need to copy this again. So as you can see, there's an X here, meaning there's something wrong with our syntax. So window, I need to specify what I called our window. So window aggregate window as partition by education, order by balance. So ideally, when we run this, we should get the same thing. Yeah, so let's run. And there you go. So instead of having to write some balance over partition by group by as, no, you can just give it an alias aggregate window. Then you come down here and you define your window. Yeah. So yeah. So what we're going to do another example. Then we call it a tutorial. So yeah. Let's comment this out. And yeah, I don't think I mentioned it, but if you're not new to my channel, you already know this. I'm going to link this code down below. I'm also going to link the datasets down below. So yeah, just a disclaimer. So what the question did you do? Balance based on job. Yeah, so let's do the balance based on the job. And we're going to do select. Let's get this. I'm putting this down here. So just in case I want to add something, I just add it. I'm not worried about the location of this. So what are we interested in? We want the job and we want the balance. And for the purposes of this tutorial, I am using the age as the identifier. So we can add age also. And yeah, so I'm so excited about this because it's so short. So we're going to do the same thing. We want to sum the balance over, what are we going to call this alias? Yeah, we could call it, what can we call it? Let's call it aggregate 2. Yeah. So let's just confirm that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Over aggregate 2 as what? This is sum aggregate, yeah. Then we want the average balance over aggregate 2. Still, you have to maintain the same alias as average aggregate. And then we want count balance over, maintain the same alias because you're going to be pulling from the same one as count aggregate. Yeah, so we're getting this from bank 4. Then we need to specify the window, that's aggregate 2 as, so what would have been in the partition by? So it would have been partition by job, order by balance. Yeah, and I believe that's it. Let's run and see if it's truly it. And there you go. A much faster and easier way to write your Windows function. So yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you for staying till the end. Hope you've learned something. Hope this makes you more efficient and faster when you're writing your Windows functions. If this is something that you enjoyed, please let me know by liking, or you can also let me know down in the comments below. Feel free to subscribe if you're interested on more of such content. If there's anything you'd like to see me cover, specific projects, specific tutorials, please let me know down below. And yeah, as I mentioned, I'm scheduled to do another project for SQL and Tableau before the end of this month. I'm really excited about that, but that will be the final beginner level project that I'll be doing as of now. Yeah, so any projects as from next month are going to be covering now advanced concepts. I'm going to be utilizing Windows functions. I'm going to be utilizing subqueries, etc. in the videos that are to come. So Windows functions, subqueries, maybe. I hope I would have done the tutorial, at least for the first advanced one. I don't know if I'll use subqueries, but for sure we'll use Windows functions. We're going to use joins, among other concepts. So yeah, if that's something that you're interested in, yeah, stay tuned and get notified every time I post something new that I'm assuming is beneficial to you if you've bothered to, subscribe or stay informed with my channel. Otherwise, guys, that's it for this video. Once again, thank you so much for staying till the end, and see you in the next one. Bye, people. Have a lovely day, evening, night, morning.